Good evening on this Sunday, April 14th. And this is Tony Harvey. Welcome to another episode of On the Cutting Room Floor, presented by Publicity Agents. So I hope everyone out there is doing really well. Okay, you know why I'm here, so let's jump right on into it. Peace in. All right, the Sacramento Kings, they learned what they will be doing on Tuesday, April 16th. And they will be playing the Golden State Warriors in a play-in game. So Sacramento is the 9th seed, and the Golden State Warriors are the 10th seed, and they will be facing off for basically a one-game elimination. So whoever loses, that's it. Their season is completely over, and whoever wins will move on to play the winner of the 7th and 8th seed in the play-in. And that will be between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Los Angeles Lakers. So they'll go at it for that 7 and 8 spot. And whoever wins that game, they'll move on. They will be in the playoff at the 7th spot. And whoever loses will play the loser of whoever loses that 7 and 8 seeding game will move on to play the winner of the 9 and 10 between the Kings and Warriors. So the table is set. The regular season is over. The Kings discarded the Portland Trail Blazers this evening, and they did that with a score of 121-82 to get the 9th spot. They need some other things to happen, but at least for the Lakers to lose today against the Pelicans in order to get that 8th spot, but that didn't happen. The Lakers beat the Pelicans, and the Pelicans was on a little bit of a roll. They beat the Warriors, and they beat the Kings a couple nights ago. So that is where we are. Sacramento Kings, they end their regular season at 46-36. They were 24-16 at home, and they had a 22-19 road record. They lost two games out of the 3-game homestand, and that pretty much hurt their chances for making the playoffs or earning the 7th and 8th spot. So this is where we are. This is the card that they've been dealt, and to be truthfully, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. The Sacramento Kings finished the season 46-36. Last season they were 48-34. So this is the second postseason appearance after they had that 16-game drought. 16 season drought, folks. Trying to get all this together. So yes, there definitely was a difficult season. They had a lot of really bad games, really bad losses that pretty much put them in this situation, but they still were able to finish well over 500. So I have to take that in consideration. So now you're facing a one-game elimination, win or go home deal. So it's all in your court, what you want to do. This game will be played at Golden One Center, okay? And you will be facing the team that you met in the first round last season and were eliminated in 7 games, 4-3. So we know this team, Northern California team, they're only about, hour and 15 minutes up the road, going west, San Francisco. We know this team pretty well. So this is pretty much how it played out, how it shaked out. So if you want to move on, and I'm talking about the Sacramento Kings, this is what you have to do, okay? There is no 1 or 2 series, best of 3, anything like that. One game, and you got these cats in your house. Go to One Center, G1C, Tuesday, April 16th. That game started at 7 o'clock. We talked to the players, a couple players after the Portland Trail Blazers win today. We talked to the coach, Coach Brown, to get his thoughts on it. Hey, he liked this situation. He's been talking about adversity all season, what this team been dealing with. So this is one thing that they want to do. If this is how bad you want it, it's time to go. If not, you have a rest of the off season to think about it after Tuesday. So I'm really feeling good about this. I think they can go ahead and get this, and beat this team. And, with the Warriors beat the Utah Jazz this afternoon. So, but they, like I said the other night, they lost to the Pelicans. So, and that's what put them in the situation. That was on Friday as well. Yes. Well, a couple nights ago and stuff. But this is pretty much how I'll sum up everything. This is what you play for. This is how you make your money. This is how you define who you are in these certain type of games. So if this is what you want to do, you're going to have to bring the defense. The Kings been playing excellent defense since the All-Star break. So they can put that together. Coach Brown did say that, and they can put it and do it at a high level. This game is yours, but you're going to have to play because you will be playing one of the best player in the world is Stephen Curry. And the last time you met in the postseason, the last game you met in the postseason, he dropped 50 points on you, and they moved on. Of course, they folded to the Los Angeles Lakers, who went all the way to the Western Conference Final. But hey, they lost to the Denver Nuggets. But you're going to have to bring that defense. You will have to bring defense, and you will have to be focused. So whatever you're talking about, communication, physicality, okay, blitzes, double teams, deflections, rebounding, offensive rebounding, all of that, okay? Getting up in people's chests, closing out, everything that has been preached to you all season, in games, in practice, it's going to have to be performed at a high level in order to beat this team. Because they're still world champions to me. They got 4 of them in the last 8 years, last 8 seasons. So we will take that in account. When they first, I think it was a 20. Yes, yeah. So we'll take that into account. You have to beat the champions to get where you want to go. And if you do beat the Golden State Warriors on Tuesday, then you'll move on and play the loser of the 7 or the 8 seed. And that's the way they write the book. So this is the way the NBA Western Conference finished. Oklahoma City with a 57-25 record, number 1. Followed by the Nuggets, 57-25. Timberwolves, 56-26. The Clippers, 51-31, fourth spot. And the Mavericks, 50-32. All those teams won 50 or more games. The Suns almost did it themselves, 49-33. The Pelicans were 49-33. And on down to the Lakers, 47-35. Then the Sacramento Kings, 46-36. And the Warriors in the 10th spot, 46-36. So, yeah. Yeah. That's where we are on that. But I'll say it again, for the Sacramento Kings to make it to postseason again, okay, was a bit of a success within a success. Okay, a little bit of a disappointment that, they couldn't get one of the top 6 spots in order to avoid this altogether. But since they're in this situation, anything is better than not, me not sitting here talking at all. Because if they was not in the play, that would have been the end of it. I know it was Friday night after the Kings lost to the Suns, that 108-107 at Golden One Center. I was having a conversation with Sean Cunningham from one of the television station. A lot of y'all know him. He's been reporting on the Kings as long as I have, or maybe just couple months longer, but we've been through this. And a postseason is better than no postseason. And we will get 2 straight after witnessing 16 seasons of futility. So, hey, if I got to go down there Tuesday and watch them play the Golden State Warriors, I'm okay with that. If they get past that, we'll get another. Hopefully, we get another game, because if they do win that game, they will be on the road paying that one of the 7 or the 8 seed loser of that game, that playing game. So, yes, folks, I'm taking this. I'm riding this, and I hope you feel the same too. If you're Sacramento King fans, at least they diehard Sacramento King fans. Take what you can get, because there's not anything else left over but this. And head coach Mike Brown, he feel confident in his team that they'll do it. So you should too. You should too. Yes, there's been many letdowns. I was just going back and looking at the course of the season. Early in the season, back in early November, those 2 losses against Houston. That's pretty much where it started to, start to get crazy. And at that point, they were 2-5. 2-5 when they lost both of those games in Houston, against Houston. Then you roll on down, then the New Orleans Pelicans, they lost those 2 games. Those was on the road. Okay, we already know, at least with the Pelicans, who beat the Kings beat the Kings Friday. I'm sorry. Beat the Kings. Sorry, what's one? They played they played the Kings on the 11th. On the 11th, yeah. Beat them 5 times this season. 5 times in one season, and one of them was a play-in game. A play in-season tournament game. And we all know that the Pelicans have the Sacramento Kings record. So, and then, there was losses against the Charlotte Hornets. December 6, 2023, Portland Trail Blazers beat the Kings up 130-113. That was really a bad loss. Detroit Pistons back here on February 7th. Okay, and then they did it to us again. They was in the district not too long ago. That was March 21st. Lost that game. That was a road game. Just a whole bunch of letdowns throughout the season. Okay, then there were just some really wild ones. I mean, the Pelicans beat the Kings early part of January 2nd, 133. Oh, that was a really bad loss. What was that? It was, let's see. Yeah, that was January 7th, 133-100. Is that correct? Yes, 133-100. That was on a Sunday, and that was family night. Oh boy, yes. But all of that is out the window right now. You don't have to, play in the water with that again. It's all about trying to focus and get this win on Tuesday. You got 48 hours before you try to do this, and I think that you can. I'm not really going to go too far into it. Just a little bit, but I'll just say this. The last couple seasons, the Kings are 94-7. 94-7. Okay. So that's good. That's good. I mean, one of the things that I will say going into whatever happens, postseason play, Monty McNair is going to have to make some changes. You're going to have to bring some more talent in here, because when Malik Monk is out, Kevin Huerter is out for the rest of the season. Malik could come back depending on what happens in postseason. The run back was cool, but it pretty much, it's not going to carry weight going into next season. And the reason why I say that, because the Mavericks and the Suns. Okay, the Mavericks, they made a trade at the deadline, and they brought in a couple players that's really helping them out right now. Okay, Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington from Charlotte. Okay, that shored up their defense. That enhanced their defense by leaps and bounds. And then the Pelicans, and then the Suns, the Phoenix Suns. Okay, they got Royce O'Neal from the Brooklyn Nets. And as you can see, these two teams are ahead of the Sacramento Kings because of what they did. So in the offseason, I do look forward to the Sacramento Kings making some type of move to improve this roster. The run back was cool. And that's all it was. Cool. Okay, it got you 46 games. But if you look at this, I mean, the Mavs got hot. Okay, they won 10 or 11 games going toward the end of the season. And the Suns, they almost won 50 games. Okay, and the Kings handled them pretty easily the first time that they met them. The last two, not so. Okay, because of these players that they have. So, going to have to bring in some more talent, in order to ring this out. And the good thing about it, everything doesn't, Rome wasn't built in a day and blah, blah, blah. You did get a nice run, with this squad. But you're going to have to get a little bit deeper. And I don't really have to tell you. I think you already know. If you want to compete in the NBA Western Conference, if you want to compete in the NBA overall. So, bring in some more talent. Bring in some people that can really help you going forward. Because those moves that were not made, and this isn't happening 2 seasons straight, is really kind of like, weighing down the team. Especially when all these other teams got better. The offense got better. Getting kind of crazy with the officiating still. I must have to say that. But, the game is getting more physical. So the Kings going to have to make a move. We'll see what happens with that. So I'm not going to take it any further than that. I do want to thank you for stopping in, for another episode of On the Cutting Room Floor. I'm the host, Tony Harvey, and this is presented by Publicity Agents. I am telecasting from the Greenhaven Pocket area, Southwest Sacramento, and hopefully we'll have some good news after Tuesday. But I do want to thank you for hanging in there with me the last 3 or 4 months since I've been doing these, presenting these digital commentaries. There will be some changes going on here in the off season too. I'm definitely going to switch up some things with the studio here, make it a little bit more elaborate, a little bit more attractive. And that way we'll be able to put out some more quality content. But I do want to thank you, for tuning in this much. I've been having audio problems. I've been having video problems. Okay, but I'll do enough of these over the summer, to practice going into next season, to make sure that I bring it right. Hopefully we have a little bit better articulation, because I'm going to go back and look at all these videos and, and look at all my mistakes and see where I can improve in. And I'll look at the good stuff too. But I just want to make sure that, when you invite me into your home or on your phone or whatever like that, everything is perfect. 100% perfect. Thank you. Peace. Signing off. Love, peace, and solidarity.